Hello, gamers. We are back. Jadakiss Rex has arrived. John Starsector is here. It is time. What's this? Probably because you don't just go live, you actually do the schedule thing. Usually I ignore it as it's usually for Premiere, I think. Yeah, I used to do those for Premiere. I used to do those for premieres, but the kinds of videos that I would premiere, now I'm just doing live streams. You know, normally streamers have like schedules and all that. I haven't quite sorted that out yet, so for now I just schedule streams ahead of time. Although I'll probably still do that even when I get a schedule sorted out. What's the best anti-Ordo fleet comp in vanilla, in your opinion? Well, my game feels really quiet. Probably because I broke them. You know, that's probably my end. I cracked my headphones, and they sound a little weird now. I think I'm going to have to get new ones tomorrow. Best... Oh, good lord. Another 50. One cooler guy, thank you. That's another 50 certified gamers. Randomly selected. I wonder if I can just turn this up and see if that works. This feels a little off. Hopefully that doesn't affect the volume for the stream though, because if it does, then it's going to be a little loud. So, if the volume becomes an issue on stream, let me know. You're getting on the ship also. Merry Christmas. Yes, happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, scheduling a live stream ahead of time seems to be a really good idea on YouTube. Lo and behold, he returns, as the prophecy foretold. Touching subs like with Phase Skimmer. Yeah, it's a skill issue, I guess. But damn, does it add to the experience. Well, thank you, East Dripiet. I was about to call you Dripiet, but there's an extra I in there. Yeah, it's kind of annoying to have to go through the process of recording all the footage and then adding each and every clip where it belongs. East Drip, correct. Adding all the footage where it belongs, but it definitely makes a difference. I agree with that. An S tier list. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to do that in the future. Like, of course, you know, when the new patch comes out, I'm going to milk those tier lists. You know, the random Flingus Bloingus gun that nobody used gets buffed by 2%. You better believe I'm making a whole new tier list for that. Making a whole new tier list. Tier lists are so popular. They're so family friendly. Everyone loves tier lists. And tier lists love everyone. You have to... Omega Weapon, Cryo Blaster, S++, nothing else matters. Well, that's not true. Reality Disruptor is arguably higher than the Cryo Blaster. Dang, did I dodge it? Yeah, it looks like it. That's some RNG. Oh wait, sorry, no, it's not RNG. It's a skill issue. Just get better at catching those random numbers. Rift torpedoes are fun. I like them. And I think they are actually pretty strong. They're just not as strong as a reality disruptor. I mean, it's in the name. It disrupts reality. It's kind of hard to beat that. Kind of wonder how it chooses. Yeah, that is a good question. Like, you would think it would prioritize people who are in the stream, but it might be giving it to people who are just subscribed but not here right now. Hard to say. When and how did you get an Odyssey? That's a great question. I'm pretty sure I just found one, and then I picked it up. It was just a random one, just kind of floating around. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the Lud One. Did no missile really feel S tier? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Sabos are obviously really good, but being so short-ranged, they're like, you can't really abuse them on every ship. There's plenty of ships where Sabos aren't doing a whole lot. But the one, like, yeah, they're really good on the ships that they're good on, but a lot of ships, there's like a fair number of ships that just don't want to use them. I wasn't in stream when I got the membership. It probably picks from subs. Yeah, that's what it looks like. How much kinetic damage Mafia pay you for tier lists? Kinetic damage is just good. I know what you're talking about. Hurricane S tier under player control? Well, 4 Hurricanes on a Pegasus is really good. That's for sure. What sort of ship and build can take full advantage of the reality disruptor? Anything with a large missile or large energy mount. Really. Like, it's so good, you could put it on a Griffin and it would still be good. You fire it at the enemy ship, and if they don't have 360-degree shields, they just lose. You completely shut them down. Like, before, the reality disruptor was pretty bad, and then they buffed it by like doubling the EMP damage per shot, then increasing the rate of fire by like 500%, and then also it debuffs the enemy ship now, which cuts their repair time and repair speed in half. So you just shut down an entire battleship for like a full 20 seconds by just looking at it. Yeah, I don't think Sabos are quite as versatile as a railgun. Although you could say that they are stronger, maybe. Railguns are really good on the ships that they're good on. And so are Sabos. But I think the railgun being more versatile is why it would be S tier. But there's nothing in the missiles that I would just be comfortable putting everywhere. How does EMP damage work? Well, there's just... weapons and engines have, like... They have their own separate hit points that are just invisible. Like, the hit points for all of those are kind of on the back end. You just kind of get a feel for it when you shoot like an ion pulsar, and it shuts them down. You kind of base it off of the vibes instead of, like, trying to do the numbers with that. But yeah, there is hit points for them. It's just not visible to you, the player. And that's what EMP damage does. Is it ignores armor, it ignores hull. It just does its damage straight to the nearest weapon or engine. Yeah, next up is the Omega weapon tier list. I think at the same time, I'm also going to show where the weapons cache is in Alpha Site as part of the video. Just like, hey, by the way, you can get some of these early. It's not just an end game thing. Some of the smalls and the mediums you can get early. I'm not next in queue. I'm not exact. I don't think so. I think if the nearest weapon is disabled, then usually ion damage will just kind of get wasted, or EMP damage. It's not ion damage. But a lot of EMP weapons have like lightning arcs that shoot across the ship to the other side. So like an ion cannon or an ion pulsar, even if the direct EMP damage to the closest target isn't doing anything, then they'll still spawn little lightning arcs that hit the other side of the ship. You can get the ones you don't want early. Hey, I got a cryoblaster one time. Sure, I get disintegrators 95% of the time, but that one time I got a cryoblaster was really good. Like, what's in there? Can you affect it? I don't think you can affect it. As far as I know, it generates one medium weapon and 3 to 4 small weapons. And it's always guarded by 2 Fulgents with alpha cores. So you can't rush straight there because the Fulgents are strong enough that you can't just go straight there with a bunch of frigates. But it really doesn't take too long to get like a cruiser supported by some frigates and then blow them up. Too bad YouTube doesn't do that. Yeah, there's a lot of features that are nice on YouTube, and there's some ways that it's a little behind. Like, you can rewind the stream and then increase the speed from like 1 to 1.25 so you can see what you missed and then catch up, which is something that Twitch somehow hasn't figured out, despite being primarily a streaming platform. And then there's stuff like gifting memberships, where apparently YouTube just doesn't... Like, it should go to people who are actually in the stream first. Apparently it doesn't quite do that. Also, Twitch has a lot of brain rot in chat. That's the funny thing. A lot of people say that one of the big advantages to streaming on Twitch is the culture, right? People really like the Twitch chat culture. Oh man, the chat culture on Twitch is so much better than YouTube. I don't know what people are talking about. To me, it looks like a bunch of people spamming Kappa and Pepe. Like, I guess they're just like watching the stream, drooling on their keyboard, and then something happens, and then they just mash the nearest emoji. So far, Twitch chat's been great. Like, I can read what people are saying, and they're like using words and stuff. It's pretty cool. Of course, if people were spamming lobster, that would be different. Spamming lobster is a very high IQ move. Of course, at the end of the day, there's nothing stopping people from like streaming on both at the same time. Yeah, there's the lobsters. There's nothing really stopping people from streaming on both at the same time. Although, there's another big problem with Twitch, which is like, at least on YouTube, like, if you schedule a stream, people who have like notifications on will see it. So you can actually reach an audience, where the way that Twitch like YouTube's discoverability algorithms on the back end are actually pretty cool, and I've kind of seen them in action a little bit now. Like YouTube actually does make an effort to find hidden gems and to give them to the right audience. Like, if you make a new channel and you post a video, it's not going to get any impressions. It's not going to show it to anybody, and then suddenly it'll be like, bam, 1,000 impressions. It'll just get like this massive injection, because what it's doing is it's showing it. It'll like show it to like 100 people who watch gaming videos and 100 people who watch sports videos. It'll show it to a bunch of different people, see which groups respond to the video, which ones click on it, which ones get the most watch time out of it, and then it uses that data to then figure out what kinds of people to recommend your videos to. And you can see this happen on the, like, I mean, it's not telling you that's what it's doing, but when you look at the the way that you get these random spikes in impressions. Like, it's really obvious that that's what it's doing. Because like once it's done that a few times, then it'll start just recommending it normally. So like YouTube actually has some cool stuff for like actually finding new channels and giving them boosts so that they can actually find an audience. You know how you get an audience on Twitch? Is by already having an audience. Twitch's discoverability is they just put the channels with the most views to the front of the page. You want people to find you? Well, you'd better already be the #1 guy. It's as simple as that. Just have an audience already. What's about not looking up by the window? Oh, that's just the thumbnail, right? All of the people in the Hammerhead are celebrating Christmas. Just don't look out the window. There's no void monsters out there. You're fine. My first time catching the stream. Love your videos. Well, it's good to see you, Vinal. Yeah, I listen to less than 100 view music videos all the time. Yeah, I do see videos with it. It'll be like 3 hours ago, 2 views, recommended. Stuff like you'll see, like, it's trying. Christmas cheer is not knowing about the tentacle monster hiding in your fireplace. That's right. Look, if the tentacle monster crawls out of the fireplace, just close your eyes. If you can't see it, then it can't see you. Has recently updated the homepage so it is a bit more random. Oh, interesting. So they're actually addressing that now. But yeah, discoverability for live streams generally seems to be a bit of an issue. Like YouTube, its live streams also have a bit of an issue with that, but at the very least, because it's primarily a video platform, you can make videos, and then you'll have subscribers because you make videos. And then if you say I'm going to do a live stream on YouTube, then some of those people are going to see that and click on it. Radiant and Odyssey share combat roles. Not really. I mean, the Radiant is more of a battleship. It just so happens to be a battleship that also has a face skimmer, which makes it a little stronger than what a battleship is supposed to be. But in terms of its like stat line, it's more battleship than it is battlecruiser. Genuinely odd commenting on a live stream for the first time and hearing someone say my dumb comments. I suddenly understand this parasocial relationships things. Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to parasocial relationships, it's very easy to be dismissive towards it when you don't experience anything about it yourself. Once you get that kick, oh my, you mean the internet person said the thing that they saw that and they responded to it? I'm feeling kind of weird. It's doing something to my brain chemistry. I mean, wait, level cap 40. So does it have continually... Wait, does it have, like, the XP per level keep going up, or does it just stop at like 1,000,000? Yeah, that's right. Funny Internet Man 2. It's personal now. Love me a Wooga tier list. The solution is to be insufferably parasocial too, so even streamers don't want to talk to you. It depends on what you mean by solution. Being titled Drip has set off my neurons. Oh. You have to choose to allow GIF memberships on YouTube. I'm assuming that's in reference to the whole gifted memberships thing. I read that as GIF, as in like GIF and not and didn't, and now it's occurring to me that you probably just forgot to add a T. Parasocial in moderation is nice in my view, as it makes things more normal and not creepy, I suppose. Yeah, I guess kinda. Like that's a big part of the appeal of YouTube content in general, and live streams as well, is that it's not super polished, and so it's more just like a normal person. It's not like a studio trying to like create this hyper polished, hyper sterilized image of what they want, of like market researched. This is what people want to see. It's just like a guy doing a thing. You know, as long as people don't go too far with it. Yeah, a lot of people are asking for Hall's tier list. I'll probably do... Well, I'm definitely doing Omega next, and then after that, probably Hall mods. I mean, there's going to be some obvious ones. Integrated targeting unit is like S tier, because it's deliberately undercosted. Like that's part of the game's design. But there's a lot of ones that are going to be less obvious. Like, how good is resistant flux conduits? Well, I guess we're going to have to find out. Your tier list made me realize I have too many mods that cool but essentially overtuned copy of base game assets. Yeah. And that's kind of the problem you run into. Is the base game covers a wide range of different like types of ships and types of weapons. So if you want to add something new into your mod, you either got to get really creative with like on-hit effects and start making things more complicated, or you end up making something that's really similar to something in the base game, but with adjusted numbers, and sometimes that results in things that are a little overpowered. Planet name tier list. Alright, we're not gonna tier list everything. Not gonna tier list everything. If you can tier list the planet names yourself, right? It can be a community tier list. I really like turret gyros. Well, I like S-modded turret gyros. The baseline is pretty niche. Okay, fair enough. Chico Monstock is S tier, as far as names go. It's also S tier in terms of size. Right, because when I do a Hall mod tier list, I'm going to have to do both the baseline version and the S mods, and kind of talk about those separately. Yes, of course, a seed tier list, including every possible seed, naturally. Yggdrasil. Is that what you like when I say Yggdrasil? I could also call it High Brazel. Mod drama tier list. I'm not going to touch that. No thank you. So when would the so-called gamer start playing the game? That's a great question. I'll ask him. When he gives me an answer, I'll let you know. Yeah, that's a good point. I think I've spent enough time answering questions. Now you guys can scream into the void instead of expecting a response. Like reasonable adults. We're going to need fuel. Going to need supplies. That's using up all of my capacity. And you know why? It's because I've got all this heavy machinery that I need to sell. So I'm holding on to an alpha core, and the reason for that looks like... You know, I should be upgrading this to Megaport. That would be really useful. It's going to cost some cash, but Megaports are good. Stability... I'm getting some... There's some input delay. Okay, now it looks better. Yeah, there's just a little input delay for a few seconds there, which is a sign that maybe I should restart. We'll see. Yeah, this one's still not making many money, even with that. Although that might be more because, yeah, this The stability is low. In fact, there's no comm relay. What happened? Shouldn't there be a comm relay? This one has a comm relay. This one has a comm relay. Wait. How exactly does that work? What do you mean no comm relay? What do you mean by that? I guess I'm gonna have to travel through the gate to find out. Man, this whole playthrough has been really wacky. Can't wait for the next update so I can just do a vanilla playthrough and make it everything easy breezy and show off how good and easy the game is. I'm actually probably going to do an exploration guide soon, covering how to do just make a bunch of money and find a bunch of colony items in the early game. Because most people recommend black market smuggling, but partly that's been nerfed. And also, you just make money. You don't get anything else. Whereas if you do exploration, you might make a little less money, but you're going to find a lot of blueprints, a lot of colony items. And I think that trade-off is worth it. It's also just a little more fun, if you ask me, but that's a little more of an opinion. Yeah. And there we go. It fixed itself. Incredible. But why can I not add a patrol HQ? Oh, it's 300,000. That's right. For some reason, I thought it would be cheaper. No, patrol HQ is one of the more expensive ones. That's correct. That adds up. See, I'm gonna have to go to the core worlds. In fact, I'd like another atlas too, while we're at it. Ah, yes, the fleet. Lugging all of this crap around. Might want to visit the VIC and start grabbing more of these. I do want to fix the stability here. Yeah, I'm just going to need to get more money so I can get a patrol HQ. I think that's more important than getting the ground defenses. Although I am going to want both anyways. At the very least, it's making money now. That's something. It's got... Oh, no, it doesn't have... So there's no tectonic activity. I could add a Fullerene spool. I could do that. At the... Oh boy. This thing is almost at 100%. As soon as this turns over to size 4, we're going to have some trouble. But my skill set is looking pretty far along. So we should be fine in that front. Mostly worried about the quality of my ships rather than the skills. Yeah, let's head over to the core worlds for now. I don't think there's any mods that add Colony Crisis, although that is a good idea for mods. Yeah, in black market trading, you used to, like, even if they had a deficit, you would never be able to solve the deficit, and now you can. I guess the old logic was that stuff on the black market doesn't get where it needs to be, because it's being embezzled. But the problem with that was you could just make a ton of money without ever solving the deficit. Yeah, so I do want to give some of these to Tritachyon. Got a ton of these and a ton of these that I've got to sell, which I can just sell anywhere. I guess I'll go to the VIC first. The Vic. Okay. 4, 5, 7, and then that. Yeah, so I'll go to the 2 military worlds. Oh, right, of course. My mistake. I forgot. Going through the gate doesn't automatically turn those on. Yeah, whatever. Stay mad. Wait, oh, am I hostile here? I don't remember doing anything to you guys. Unless you're just really mad that I didn't have my transponder on for like 2 seconds. Yeah, they're inhospitable now, of course. Naturally. It's 200% bounty, 100% reputation. That doesn't really fix anything. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we're leaving. Iron Shell hits them, maybe? That... you know what? That's a good point. I forgot that now I have all of their negative reputation. I mean, why am I buying from these guys anyways? I should be buying from Iron Shell, of course. Naturally. That would be the right thing to do. Although first, I'm going to make a quick little pit stop over at our friends at Tritachyon. But Mr. Streamer, hello from St. Pashirtostan. That's the I hope that's a good, a half-decent pronunciation. Pay your taxes, bucko. Oh boy, that's going to be an issue. You know, I really think the Iron Shell should reconsider the whole taxes thing. I mean, didn't you know taxes are bad for business? And I'm business, so it's bad for me. And that sounds like it could cause some problems. I'll give you guys 250. How much of these can you take? 175 at most. All right. All right. Now we're going to go to Iron Shell. That's right. Got that commission. You're going to have to disregard you. I'm pretty sure I've already taken... No, wait, I haven't taken the cash because it seems like Knights of Blood makes it more difficult. That's right. I mean, I really should go out here at some point because this is probably going to have the lead on the mothership. And the mothership is pretty good. This is about to explode. Give it like 2 minutes. Not really much I can do to lower the growth rate, though. So it is what it is. Although I do have enough cash now that I can start a patrol HQ. The main thing I really need is just lots more cash right now. If I've got more cash, then I can do more things. There's lots of mods that add abyss things, so you're going to have to be more specific. Okay. Bounties. Can I actually do some of these? 10 other ships of lesser significance. I might be able to do this one. Although, it only really shows the officer and the flagship. It doesn't show... So it looks easy because there's no... it's not showing any officers in the other ships. But there might be. That being said, there's only 3 cruisers before it drops down to destroyers. So it says 10 other ships. They're all going to be destroyers and frigates. Which might be manageable. That's not paying enough. That's too difficult. 195? Oh no, it's the same. Yeah, this is actually the same bounty composition by the looks of it. And the same price. That's kind of impressive. Yeah, it's once again only 3 cruisers, and then it drops off to destroyers. This, egg. Egg. No thoughts, only egg. Your time is going to run out first, so I guess I'll head up over here. White primary star, barren world. So it could be either of these two. Guess I'll head there. First, what kind of ships you got? There's a scarab, a pristine scarab. It's not bad, but not really what I'm looking for. Maybe some S mods would help, but again, I've only got a couple of story points. Let's go over there. Let's test this. This is probably going to be difficult, but I can probably beat it. How does it feel to have an audience composed entirely of brooding chickens? Well, I guess I'll just sell the eggs to make a little extra cash. No one's stopping me. You must collect the eggs for egg collector. Oh, do I have to? No, it's completely optional. That is, unless you don't care about missing the true ending. That's right. In the final update, you have to collect all the hidden eggs around the map if you want to see the true ending. Lower relations. Success. Wow. The church and Vic are fighting. That's not my problem. Conquest mission. Current reward 100,000. I think I'm getting more from just killing a fleet. It's a lot less complicated too. What are we looking at? Yep, this is the correct system. Oh, there's also a subordo. Just in case. Just in case you thought you were going to leave. So that's definitely it. It says Arid World, right? No, that says Barren World. In this system. Are you sure? There's one world. It's arid. No, okay. Alconemonia Constellation. So it's this one. Gotcha. But that looks tempting. But this thing is chasing me. Well, you know what? There's no AI cores in that fleet. There's 0. Sure, there's a Radiant, but it's just a baseline Radiant. What have we got? An organ? I'll take an organ. All right. We're gonna do a little quick save here. Oh god, do those join in? If those join in, that would be... Okay, they're not joining in. Okay, good. All of those dormant fleets are just going to sit there and watch. Perfect. Just as the stone tablets predicted. Yeah, I don't even get bonus XP for this. Do I want to deploy everything? I guess so. Yeah, I'm just going to deploy everything. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't wait to have less mods so that I can have my frame rate back. 340. Alright, now gotta sleep. Yeah, go to sleep, Master Chief. Vibe's not going anywhere. How are you gonna deal with a Radiant? Well, it doesn't have any skills. It's a completely baseline Radiant. So it's not as scary as it sounds. Still, I am going to be careful around it. I'm going to avoid it. Without helmsmanship, that's relatively... and no systems expertise, it's relatively easy. We're not going to worry as much about that. Kill. Yep, so that's going to fight over that. Tips on colonies. I can't deal with blockades and AI core appropriation. All I have by the time they come by is my max fleet and one patrol building. Well, a maxed out fleet should be able to handle the colony crisis. As long, I mean, in most situations. So, I mean, I will cover colonies, of course, eventually. Yeah, they're doing fine over there. It's time to kill. Wow. I mean, really, who needs a frame rate? Kind of overrated. Yeah, I'll put this... Actually, this and this should be on auto-fire in the first place. When the little Centurion gets the attention of the Radiant. Usually you'd hope that it's a monitor, but we're using Centurions. Surely that's good enough. So cancel that. Set that avoid order again. Don't want you guys dying while we're over here. Okay. Now we can remove that avoid order and just swarm them. Yeah, Radiant's not that scary when none of the ships in this fleet have any AI cores. We may be piloting human ships, but a human officer is better than literally nothing. Now, if I could just get past my own ships without blocking the line of fire. Like that. There we go. Alright, of course, the last guy's not going to surrender. It's an AI. Now we can go. Man, if I had automated ships right now, I could recover that. Oh, there's a hail. What do you want? Trading crew for supplies. Well, I don't need that. Just gonna explore the ruins. No, I'm not gonna sell my crew into... No. What is this? Star Control 2? No, thanks. Oh, wow. Automated defenses. Incredible. I'm just going to send... Yeah, this thing was worth... With all those demods, it's worth no supplies. But it's still decently effective. Probably going to have to do more... I'm going to have to experiment more with demods and like derelict operations because that is a really good deal and it's still mostly effective. So this is the power of demaxing. Victory. Did I level up? What was that? Ah! Just what I needed. A second Fullerene spool. You've come at the right time, my friend. Ah! Just what I needed. A catalytic core. You've come at the right time, my friend. It's as simple as that. Just find stuff. What is this? Oh, research station, of course. Just what I needed. Ah, another hypershunt tap. And some blueprints, including a griffin, just in case I want to do griffin spam. How considerate. Oh wait, I don't think I have... Ah yes, I did just barely max it out last time, that's correct. A defense cruiser, what the heck is this thing? Yeah, I'm gonna scrap that. I don't know what it is. Get it off my screen. Over cargo capacity. Alright, well, toss some metal. You know what to do, supply officer. Right, okay, yeah. Fullerene spool, that's going to be really useful for that mining colony. And then this is also going to be useful for it when it grows, when it eventually grows to size. And I can get refining going. Now I just need a nanoforge. Have you got the items for a no atmosphere hot planet self-sufficient military industrial plant? I've got like half of them. I don't think S-mods affect deployment points. White primary star, barren world. Let's go have a look. Well, there's only one planet, so if I had to guess, if I was a betting man, I'd say they're here. Invasion the cluster. Now they're trying to attack Zon Empire again. Oh, well they have taken one of their worlds. They're holding out for quite a while. 8%? Yeah. 8%. Okay, I am going to try restarting after this battle, see if that helps the frame rate. If not, then we'll just have to live with it. For now. For now. Yeah, so their main fleet is over here. Let's change that to an assault. And then we can leave the Omen to capture that point. Speaking of, let's set those to auto-fire before I forget. Does it really need two? That's something that's a bit off about the draft class. It's got this big metal plate on the front with separate hull, which is cool, but I think one of the problems you run into is it kind of it seems like the AI treats it as two frigates, so it ends up sending two over there. Ah. The purple dinner plates. Oh, apparently something hit my front I didn't notice. Just sworn I blocked the incoming attacks. I guess I missed something. Well, I'm kind of well equipped to fight Diablo, at least. I've got a Locust. It's pretty good in this situation. Oh, you're looking pretty isolated, so I think I'm going to make my way over here. Nice. Alright, we can switch that back to a normal capture. Actually, we're going to ignore that. Don't need to worry about that. You two can take care of that. If I can snipe this guy here. Get another destroyer off the field. Actually, this one's a carrier. Let's see if I can grab this. What's that? Alright, that's down, although these Lancers are still going to be an issue. Just kill him. Just kill him. Shoot him dead. Excellent. I don't know why the whole eagle went over there. That seems a bit overkill. Oh, there's another cruiser behind me. Well, I guess it's killing time. Time to show... Let me show you why they call me John Starsector. It's because I kill you. What, you were expecting a one-liner? I'm not an action hero, I'm a salvager. You are a little over your head right now, buddy. Let's get you out of there. Which way are you facing? You're kind of facing the wrong way. What are you doing? So it looks like you can actually kill this, probably. Oh, you guys could go in here, that'd be great. You can keep harassing that, that's fine. And I'm gonna go down. Because it looks like their capital is getting kind of isolated here. And I've got a bunch of jackhammers. Yeah, there we go. It is nice that Diablo Avionics has a pretty clear weakness with their limited shield arcs. Like, high mobility battle carriers could be really annoying, but having like low-tech shield efficiency with even smaller shield arcs does make them a lot more manageable. Not only are they aesthetically gorgeous, the design is actually pretty good. Yeah, I guess you guys can just swarm over that. I don't know, why are you still hanging out here? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. I don't know why you guys are getting auto-assigned here. You're fighting the ghost of an enemy. You're fighting the concept of an enemy. Right, is there anything left other than... I think it's just you, right? So yeah, it looks like my fleet's starting to come together, even if it's still a little janky. With the D-Mod Eagle and a mule. They had one fuel ship out in reserve. Well, kill. Oh ho ho! I did get my hands on an Ulan Siege Laser. I'm pretty sure I already have... Yeah, I own one of these already. So I could switch from auto-pulse lasers to these, because they also use S-modded magazines. And they have 1,000 range instead of 700. No, not the cargo pods. I want the Fractus. Fractus like a cactus. Yeah, I mean, it's flux inefficient, but that's what you're going to pay for when it's a large energy weapon with 1,000 range that does hard flux damage. Was it extremely inaccurate? I don't think it was that bad. Like, it's a little inaccurate, but... Let's see. Accuracy poor. Yeah, it's probably going to be poor against frigates. But we've got like a Locust, we've got some Cereses and all that. Should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, I can get a full range pull down. That's going to make a big difference here. While we're at it, start paying for ground defenses. Yeah, I think upgrading to Megaport is a little way off. First, of course, we've got to go repeat what we just did down here. Giant primary star. Well, I think there's only one option. Barren world. Alright. Dampened mounts. I'm pretty sure that adds range, right? I guess the Hivers decided that I need to know about this research station. Thank you, Hivers. Very cool. Hiver Sentinel Detachment. Well, they're neutral, somehow. Wait. If the Hydras are... If they're neutral to me now, does that mean that... No. They're not. It's just that fleet is neutral, because it's not after me. Excuse me. Yes, thank you. Okay, here we are. I'm just going to discreetly save again. In fact, I'm going to exit and see if loading up again will improve the frame rate a little bit. It's a pretty direct comparison because it's pretty much the same fight over again. That's right, it's neutral because my transponder was off and I wasn't close enough for them to identify me. I forgot. I forgot because I normally drive around with my transponder on. Pure Giga Chad style. That way the enemies come to me and I don't have to chase them down. Scrapped ship for breakfast. Just the way I like it. It's not a proper Star Sector experience without a memory leak. Yeah, that seems to be a pretty popular way of looking at it. Do. Yeah, adding extra range from the dampened mount, it's got to have some kind of downside. Like that reduced rate of fire is necessary. I mean, I am on the Mikohime patch for the newer version of Java, which has improved things, but it's not completely solved it for me. All right, let's go. It's a me. John Star Sector. Alright, looks like immediately after loading, it's actually worse. It's just going to take a moment. Give it a minute. There we go. Now it's starting to look better. It's a memory onion, not a memory leak. Miku would be very disappointed in you. Yeah, I guess we can leave this formation for now. And look, if they want to... You know, I think part of the thing that doesn't help is that Diablo Avionics specifically likes to spam both fighters and missiles. So the number of projectiles and number of entities that the game has to keep track of when I'm fighting Diablo Avionics is higher than normal. Hey, do you mind not bumping into me? Like, specifically Diablo Avionics is not good for this. I mean, if you want to position yourself there, you can. I don't really recommend it. It just, like, I am your enemy and all, but, like, you know, just a little friendly advice, I guess. Yeah, the performance is improving as the enemies die. There's still a lot of fighters and missiles, though. Yeah, I might have to do a new save copy. Well, I'm not going to worry about that for now. Is this Eagle really doing that well? With a level 3 officer? See, folks, people don't think graviton beams do anything. But it's really subtle. They're good, they're just very subtle. It's not obvious in the same way that a Reaper Typhoon blasting a ship to pieces is really obvious that it's good. Graviton beams are solid. I'm just going to vent right here because nobody's shooting at me. We're looking good. And you can just chase him. I'm going to ignore that. You can ignore that. You can kill. Just kill. Hold fire for a moment. Don't want to be shooting all of our charges into a husk. Oh, he's out of there. Never mind. I'm not chasing you. I was thinking about chasing him, but then he got too far, and now I'm not going to do that. Kill that. You are perfectly positioned to catch them on their way out. That's great. I like that. Kill. Boom. I mean, honestly, I can let you guys take care of this while I go and make sure these guys don't escape. Is there anybody left? Apparently they're still fighting. That seems like a bug. There's no way they're still fighting. Okay, yeah, now, no, they're running away, but it's not letting me... Like, you are clearly running away. It's not letting me claim victory, though. The Eagles might be a good matchup here. It's possible. It's weird. It doesn't seem to have tripped the mechanism for letting me claim victory. Yet now I can. Yeah, that's weird. And I'll just send you guys. There we go. It's another one down. Drop off that extra metal. Looking pretty good. I figured out I can't possibly get a channel membership because technically YouTube is blocked in my country. Wow, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Java 23 fixes that by deleting your save file entirely. Can't have memory leaks if there's no save. Is that how that works? Java 23 just deletes stuff? That would be a little weird. So I do want to get there eventually. Honestly, I think I can take on I can probably take on whatever they put in Alpha Site to block the thing, but I guess I'll have to find out. Alright, time to install this fullerene spool. Well, I guess I can take advantage of a little gravity slingshot. No, not like that. Like this. And then before we hit, there we go. Yeah, the newer Java cleans up loaded stuff in the background. Well, that would be pretty helpful. Drop those off. Switch over here, install. There we go. Let's look at that. 7,700 versus negative. Look at that. That's a big improvement. We're finally going to get some stability, too. Is there anything I can do over here? I could upgrade this to a... I'm already upgrading into a megaport, actually. If anything, I need to upgrade this to a battle station. I don't quite want to spend all my money, but I do need to get this upgrade started ASAP, because when this hits size 4, things are going to go to hell real fast. It hasn't said that there's a memory leak, but I guess it doesn't hurt to just save copy anyways. Let's go with that. I don't want to go to you guys. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to head over to... What? Guys, I think this is modded content. It seems like I think I remember it mentioning something. Sometimes you get sent into a special place. Sometimes the gates just don't work correctly. And you guys are acting like it's a big deal. I can just use the null gate, obviously. But at the same time, I can just use the null gate to get back, guys. It's no big deal, alright? It's just a little oopsie. Oh, this is definitely modded. We're gonna drive over here first. But yeah, we're just gonna leave. I don't think there's anything we can do here just yet. Treated before action. Interesting. And hey, that background is cool. We're in deep hyperspace now. Yes, of course, the white holes are mathematically plausible. But just because it's mathematical doesn't mean it's correct. Not in the real world, anyways. Yes, they've got some... they got some spooky stuff. So I did just quick save. I don't know what a Duskborn research station is. But we're going to have a look. We are gonna... I don't know what this stuff does. But we're going to find out. One way or the other. Oh, look, moats. My favorite. Wow, you shouldn't have. So I think it's spamming mines at me because I don't have any point defense on the ship itself. That's not great for me. Okay, that's one down. They've also got a lot of DEMs, by the looks of it. You've got a ton of it. You can back up. You're good. You're alright. It also looks like they don't have any officers, so whatever scary nonsense they're supposed to be up to, probably limited by the lack of officers. And this thing looks really cool. Looks like a phase cruiser with 4 medium missiles that face backwards. So you've got to use guided missiles. And then it's got a large energy in the front. And then I guess some small hybrids on the sides. I actually like that design. I think the weapon layout is pretty unique compared to the Doom. Although it seems like it's got the same ship system. Ow. The tail got blown off, but I think we'll live. I think it's got shock repeaters. Or is that... No, it's got some kind of shock repeater type weapon. Maybe not the exact same thing, but something similar. Unphasing directly into a Hellbore shot and blows up. That's satisfying. Alright, we got some special music going on. Hope I didn't piss off any cosmic entities here. I've already got that. So yeah, I want to build. And that does look like it includes... yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got the blueprints for all the things I want there anyways. Pick them up earlier, so we'll grab all of those. We did get a disintegrator. One of the... But yeah, you know what? Let's ignore that. That doesn't exist. We didn't get that. We got a resonator. Really, out of 3 medium weapons, we get 2 bad ones. Alright. Fine. I'll take my resonator. The heck is this thing? Nanton Slicer. Potent beam strike. Modest damage per second. 500 range, high explosive. But also EMP damage. So is this like a small mount primary role? Abuse. Well, that's on the nose. How do you use this? You abuse it. That's how you use it. Ah, I see. Excellent. So it looks like it's a burst beam that's kind of like a baby tachyon lance, but high explosive. The new version has that area change, I think. It might not be the newest version. Depends on how recent that update was. Domestic abuse. Why would you think so small scale? We're going much larger with our abuse. We're going cosmic. We're going abyssal. So I seem to be in the corona of this thing. Whatever it is. Can I touch it? Oh, that's finished. Cool. Oh, I like how the background is still the abyss, whatever kind of abyss we're in. That's neat. I did make money, so my credits have recovered a little bit. That's nice. There also seems to be a sound almost like a... Oh god, I forget the word for it. The device that detects radiation. There seems to be like a sound of like that thing as part of the soundtrack here. Geiger counter, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing else to build here. Battle Station Liba. Battle Station Liba. I mean, that sounds really cool. When I get 1,000,000 credits, I'll talk to you again. You decide. Your fleet approaches void. You decide to leave. Alright, well, I'm going to take it as we can't really do anything with that just yet. We're going to go back to the null gate. Sounds like general interference. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound exactly like a Geiger counter. It's kind of similar, I thought. Do not go to the center. The center of the map? You mean this center? I should not go here. And I went to the center of the white hole. That didn't seem to do anything. Unless the old version doesn't have it. It might. It might not. We will find out. Ah! It does in fact have it. It doesn't seem to be bothering me, so I guess it's fine. In fact, it's avoiding me. It is trying really hard to avoid me. Let's see, 5 stars. I'm seeing... I don't know what kind of portraits those are, but they're a little... There's something else. It's even got an exclamation mark. Commander Songstress looks aggravated. If you want to talk, identify yourself first. Duskborn. Well, I don't know what any of that is, but I guess there's some kind of void entities or whatever. Some kind of goddamn creatures. They're friendly trust. They seem friendly. They're avoiding me. I suspect if I turned on my transponder, they might get a little more hostile, but for the moment, they're... Did I scan the... Wait, am I supposed to scan the white hole? Is that what that is? Because I did not. Seduce her. Okay, let's... Yeah, the disintegrator is pretty bad. Like, in most cases, like a mining blaster is cheaper and it gives you all the damage up front instead of doing damage over time. Like, the main thing the disintegrator has going for it is it's got more range. The only weapon, and it's bad. Yeah, it's one of the worst ones you could find. Like, there's a lot of really good Omega weapons, and that is not one. That's one of the more mediocre ones. It's like a side grade to the mining blaster at best. It's getting a huge buff in the next patch because it's not very good. I used like 4 of those. That's funny. Alright, so I do want to get that research station before the time runs out. So we'll head right over there. It's not completely horrible. It's like C tier compared to... It's like compared to regular human-made weapons, it would be like C tier. Which is kind of unfortunate when most Omega weapons are like A and S by default. What do we got? Monitor. Lovely. We all love the monitor. Should probably turn that off. Hurricane, yeah. I was hoping for something a little more special, but that's good enough. Blueprints are good enough. Might as well... Long range, are you sure? I was pretty damn close. Whatever. I'll take it. Let's get out of here. Disintegrator sounds so cool in concept. Yeah, he's buffing it in the next patch. I mean, a few Omega weapons have gone through this. Like, the Reality Disruptor used to be really underwhelming. And then it got buffed, and now it's insane. Yeah, right now it only does... So it does, like, 25 armor damage per second for 20 seconds. It's like, yeah, it ignores the damage reduction from armor, so it's a guaranteed 25 damage, but it's only 25 per second. Whereas in what he's posted so far, like, obviously this might change when the patch goes live, but what he said he's toying with is upping it to 100 damage per second for 10 seconds. So you pew pew pew, you wait like 5 seconds and it's done 500 armor damage. If it's like like your opponent could have like an onslaught that has, I don't know, like over 2,000 armor with all of the skills to max out armor damage reduction. You fire a disintegrator at it, pull back for like 10 seconds, and then its armor's completely ruined. That's what it's going to be like in the next patch, which will probably make the whole strategy of using onslaughts to fight the Tesseracts a little less effective. It's a breach missile with dementia. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. It's the same, but like the effect of having guaranteed armor damage used to be a lot less common. But now that we've got breach missile, now we've got more recently the mining blaster change. That effect isn't as uncommon, and the fact that all these other weapons do their damage instantly instead of over time makes them generally more useful. Hello, streamer. Hello, Stochastic Turtle. Stochastic is a very good word. It's fun to say. And it has a very esoteric meaning that most people aren't aware of. I just fight Tessies with 4 legions. That would work. Okay, do I just want to go home now, or is there anything else I need to take care of? Let's have a look. Nothing on the important tab. I can remove that because I don't care. Strike mission held by... No shot. The Hivers are attacking the Ludic Path. That's great. You guys just keep doing that, actually. You know, I thought I was going to exterminate all the bugs, but maybe some bugs can stay, as long as they're killing Pathers. Especially the ones that are supplying near my bases. Were the Tesseracts the Doritos? Yes. Doritos, Tesseracts, same difference. Yoink. Ooh, a little overshot. Black hole got velocity. Yeah, I think after this, we can head over to the Omega cache at Alpha Site. And I can ignore the Ziggurat. It's just going to pretend... I'm just going to close my eyes and pretend I do not see it. Yeah, of course my colonies are furthest away from the bugs. I want the bugs to target everyone else first. It's a very simple calculus. I have to sell all this crap. Now, do I actually have 2 of these? I do. I have exactly 2. Now, I might not do this, actually, but I want to see it. I want to see it. I've got to see it. Now, let's set those to auto-fire. What would be an appropriate test subject? Conquest. You're a battlecruiser too, aren't you? Let's see how you do. Man, that flux generation, oh boy. But do I have the range? Let's do a little active vent in here. Let's actually look at it. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Although it would probably be a little crazier on like a Paragon with its 100% range boost. Yeah, you can tell that these things were really not designed around being used on a battlecruiser. Because when you use plasma burn and all of your extra momentum is added to the projectile, it goes way off course and it looks kind of silly. This is not what Lud intended. But I did like looking at it. That was fun. You know, we're going to leave those on auto-fire. We can put those back. Excellent. Might need to buy more fuel, but other than that, our stockpiles are looking good. I'm going to head over to the core world, cash in some gammas, sell a bunch of crap. Pirates are going to get more blueprints. You're welcome, pirates. Maybe stop harassing me, and you can have more. Just kidding. Keep harassing me. I'm going to chew you up for breakfast. I could use the scrap. Virus bombardment? Ah, that's Vic. Looks like the Vicky are getting pretty icky. Yuck, virus attacks. You know, in most games, that's considered a war crime. But I guess in Star Sector, that's just Tuesday. Yeah, I'm at the level where I can take out reasonably high-leveled bounties. Of course, they have all increased in difficulty after I took out those last ones. Naturally. Barbaric pirate raiders. That's a lot of details and information. I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to pretend I do not see it. I guess I'll tag all of these. For now, anyways. Yeah, no one said yeah, you're right. No one said character development had to be towards a positive direction. This is some negative character development. But boy, negative does not mean it feels bad. It just feels bad for everyone else. Let's sell some excess. Try to keep our stockpiles under control. Yeah. Here you go. Some AI cores. Excelente. Well, I do like the Fury. That's not what we're going with today. I don't think there's much else that I need to do. Honestly, I could just sell this thing at this point. Although it's not hurting either. Yeah, if the rest of the factions get wiped out and I'm the last survivor, I still saved humanity. I just moved the, we take humanity and move it somewhere else. It's as simple as that. We were here, now we're over here in my colonies. I still saved him. Nobody can argue that. I think I'm going to want another battle station. Probably. But I also want more ships. So I'm going to go see what offerings my friends at the Iron Shell have. I'm also going to pay taxes. Unfortunately, but I guess that's just what we've got to do. No, you stay out of the way. I think they want me to go to this system. Oh no, these are two separate systems. Okay. Well, there's still two here. I mean, two of the... It's 140,000 credits. It's kind of... Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Thank you, Daryl, for the $6.90. That's a very funny number. Here's for your retirement. Well, we're a long way off from that. But every little bit helps. Another research station. Well, you shouldn't have. Alright, do they want me to pay taxes? Or are they going to give me a tax refund? They better give me a tax refund. Who do I pay taxes to? You? Try to spark a conversation. And no, we're not doing dating sim today. Maybe tomorrow. Try to spark a conversation. Yeah, there's all the... Oh wait, no, I think I saw... Does it look like I want to do your taxes, bother somebody else? Nice. Found my quarterly taxes. 290,000. Ah, yes, of course. My favorite thing about mods. Paying more money to in taxes. Kim? Oh, she does taxes. Nope, that's not an option. Yeah, these two don't seem to do taxes. File my quarterly taxes. Alright, here you go. Hooray! Yeah, not a relationship not affected, but Andre likes me slightly more. Tax evasion dating sim. No, it's tax paying dating sim. There's no evasion here. Are there space accountants to help you pay the taxes? You know, it'd be nice is if it was just calculated automatically instead of having to do that yourself. Wouldn't that a crazy thought, really? I guess I'll just sell this crap on the open market. Let's see. I do want to keep 200 of these, so I'll just do it this way. There we go. Now ships. I am going to have to restore this, but getting another one is nice. Bicentennial Endeavor. Let's see, it's large composite. Is it just the one large comp? Yeah, that's the one large slot by the looks of it. And then, of course, 3 fighter bays. Let's see, I've only got 290,000 credits to work with here. I mean, these things are pretty... These things are plentiful, these guys. The Indomitable. And they are really funny. Because their whole thing is that they charge at the enemy with their ability. So you put safety overrides on these things and give them like a Cyclone Reaper. And just watch them go to town. These things are really funny. I guess I love taxes. I love paying for protection from the Persian League. Don't we all love paying taxes? Thank you for the 5. Actually, do I have any officers that would work for this? Because there's a few skills that you're going to want. So, like, this is not it. Not you. I mean, missiles are good. Systems expertise would also be nice, but missing out on it is alright. Yeah, I guess I could do something like this. Helmsmanship, impact, target analysis, missiles. That could work. I mean, it's a very funny ship. If you spam enough of them, you're probably just going to demolish the enemy with ramming maneuvers. You guys think Iron Shell looks ugly? I think it's one of the prettier looking ones. As far... Like, look at that form. The orange paint job? I mean, baseline target analysis is kind of boring. The elite bonus improving damage to weapons and engines makes it a little more, like, distinct, a little more interesting. Because then it's not like just, oh, I take target analysis because damage. Then it's like, alright, this works really well with EMP damage specifically. They look alright, I just don't like the ship systems and built-in hull mods. Yeah, they've done a lot of that. I mean, most mods do a lot of that. Unless you're looking at something that's more vanilla plus. Like, most faction mods are not vanilla plus. They're going to be like, alright, we're going to try and make our ships unique. You know, it's the best form? Egg. It's got good structural integrity. I don't know if it's got good aesthetics, though. I am going to buy this. Although, do I want to... I mean, this one's got a bunch of D mods. I don't want to restore that. I'm already paying enough. Crew under strength? Yeah. Actually, you seem like you're... You know what? Robert Smith, you're getting another promotion. Look at you climbing the corporate ladder like that. You're one of our best soldiers, really. Okay, then I'm going to need a bunch of crew. Then I need to repair. It's time for a ramming maneuver. So I think I'm going to have to grab a Storm Needler, a Cyclone, some Thumpers, as a matter of fact. Do I have Thumpers? Young 7? Yeah, I've got Thumpers. Probably some flat cannons on the side. And then just, like, whatever in these slots. Like, I could just mash a bunch of Reapers in there. Hope for the best. It's always what I do, but is taking Prometheus and Atlas and building in large thrusters they move at 10 speed a good strategy? Yeah, if you can get that... If you can get Augmented Drive Field early on, then, yeah, building it in is pretty good. This ship is S tier meme, pretty much. Like, you could try to build it more normally, but the meme build is... I normally don't use safety overrides, but for this ship, I'll make an exception. This is a meme ship. This is the ramming ship. So yeah, normally I would put hammers in with this many small missile slots, but I think I prefer Reapers because of the way the Microforge works. The missile Microforge is only going to reload, like like the reload speed is going to be the same for like hammers and Reapers here, where it's only going to reload one Reaper or one hammer. Like just the way that the Microforge works makes it better to use Reapers instead of hammers, even though normally I would put hammers with this many small missile mounts. Yeah, reinforced bulkheads, yeah. I mean, we've got damage control too, so that synergizes defensively. Hey, missile autoloader. I mean, missile Microforge is kind of... This has been around for a while. And I can... and then Alex came along and said, okay, I'm going to make like a vanilla version of that, but actually balanced instead of just being insane. I'm going to want a little of this, a little of that. Might even need ECCM package, but I've got to save some ordnance points. I mean, who needs like maneuverability when you just spam the ability and it automatically points your nose at the enemy? It's as simple as that. Yeah, I don't think armored weapon mats. There we go. That's what I need. While we're at it, repair unit. Yeah, I'm gonna want a Storm Needler. I guess it's a question, do I want a Cyclone or do I want Typhoons? Because I could go like... Not sure yet. I do like the idea of going with Storm Needler plus Thumpers and then getting a Cyclone. What does this do? Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. Let's look at this. Really? Oh, that's right. That's right. It's gonna... It makes that sound because safety overrides on Iron Shell ship. There's mod stuff. Well, I can certainly see how that would be more effective at close range. Wow, does that burn through ammo? Oh, you know what? The sound is because of cramped hull, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's right. I think it's either... Reduces the capacity. Yeah, I think it's bugged where it always triggers the debuff. That might be the case. I think that's what that sound effect is it's triggering the debuff that you're supposed to get if you equip all missiles in the composite slots. Even though, maybe if I put ballistics here, that'll fix it. No, I'm still getting that. So it says 24. How much ammo is this supposed to have? Max ammo 20? Then why does it have 24? Oh, I see. You know why? I know why it has 24, because missile specialization. So it should be going up to 40. It should be going up to 40 with missile specialization, but it's not because it looks like it's bugged. There's some kind of bug that's triggering the debuff from cramped hull, even though I'm not doing the thing. Missile expertise, missile specialization. Let's not... Same difference. It means the same thing. What if I go all in on the ballistics? What if I do this? Does it still trigger? No. Okay. What if I switch this? It just seems to trigger no matter what if I go here. What if I put missiles in these slots? Does that trigger it? Yes. So going with missiles at all seems to trigger it. Unless maybe it's some kind of bug that'll fix itself when I do everything else. Maybe it's being triggered by missile specialization. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could be triggering it. It is kind of annoying, though. I guess I'll just have to take it home and find out. So I do want those. These spots, maybe Vulcans, maybe Flax. I don't see any Vulcans here. Yeah, I'm just going to take this home because I want to figure out what the heck is going on with this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do these missions first, though. I'm going to do these missions for... Of course, it's right next to the hidden cache. Classic. Okay, I didn't quite sneeze. But let's see. Gates. There should be a gate nearby, yeah? Yeah, it'll be easier if I just take the gate here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Anyways. Really, do you need to interdict me so that you can harass, like, a small fleet? Come on. Yeah, it does say simultaneously, but there's... Either it's some kind of interaction with a missile specialization or it's a bug. I don't know yet. Size 4, and now we're gonna have problems soon. Looks like I've got Ludic Majority. Very nice. Spaceport is still upgrading. This is still upgrading. I don't have enough cash to actually buy any more industry, so I guess I'm just gonna leave that as is for the moment. Maybe it's just an audio bug. Well, it seems to... It's not just an audio bug because it is reducing the missile capacity. Like that one missile had a capacity of 20. It should be up to 40 after missile specialization, and instead it was only at 24. So it's definitely actually... there's an actual impact there. The missile cap is always... Yeah, it's not, I don't think so. Simultaneously equipping medium and large missile weapons will result in the following penalties. Reduces the ammo capacity of medium-large missile weapons by 40%. Yeah, it's supposed to do that only if you equip both. Not if you just equip one. Defender victory. They tried to take... United Pommed tried to take Kazaron and failed. Sad. Oh, speaking of, let's look at that crisis meter. Honestly, I should be trying to... I'm surprised that I haven't got more attention from, like, the Pathers. It's a little surprising. I think I'd have more attention from them with all the technology I'm using, but I guess it's spread out enough. It's just spread out enough. I could bribe Kanta, although I would need something to bribe her with. You know, I don't think I've activated Sentinel, have I? Yeah. I haven't talked to... I should talk to the hegemony and get that reconnected to... Actually, I don't think... You know, something that usually happens in Exerilin that I don't think I've seen at all... Ah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Is that factions with Nexerlin turned on will colonize new worlds. But I guess they're a little too busy fighting the Hivers right now. And that's why I haven't seen it. Okay, hold on. Let me clear out this. Nope, don't need to care. Don't care about that. Fleet log. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. Running... So they ran over here and prevented me from salvaging, but now they're going to run away because they're scared. Sounds about right. What are you going to fight me or are you going to run away? I'm trying to salvage over here. Yep, okay, so being... That confirms that you do need to be part of the hegemony, and being part of Iron Shell does not give you the codes to access the cache. Alright, you guys are annoying. I'm gonna kill you now. This should be enough, based off the quality of your fleet. Yeah, I think a big part of why they haven't done too much colonizing is probably because there's just a higher level of conflict than usual, with the Hivers constantly invading. You messed with the wrong salvager today, bucko. I think in the future it could be good for the game to explore a little more about the culture of pirates in the sector. Like, we've explored like the Letic Church's culture a bit with the whole shrines missions. And we know a little bit about the path thanks to Brother Cotton. And I mean, we do know a little bit about the pirates with thanks to Kanta, but that's like Kanta doesn't represent all of the pirates, right? So I'd like to see a little bit more about the culture, because I assume the reason that they're so aggressive is because these are people who are like desperately living on the edges of the sector, and they've sort of adopted a get rich or die trying kind of mentality. It's like, yeah, I might get blown out into this vacuum of space, but that's better than being poor. I'm going to get rich or die trying. Because theoretically, given how much ships are worth in this game, they only need to succeed like once. Like, their pirate fleet only needs to kill like one trade convoy, and they're set for life. And of course, there are some places where the faction that's designated as pirates is actually like rebels. Like, if you look at Asconia, the quote-unquote pirates in Asconia are actually rebels. Which kind of makes it questionable that they'd be designated as pirates, because I don't know... Like, it seems more like they would cooperate with independents. Although I guess I don't really care that much about the internal politics of the Asconia system, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Additional questline to make Chad Sebastian a provost at the academy. That would make for an interesting mod. Alright, how about we send, like, you two back here? Because this guy's taking his time. Yeah, another thing that would help would be... So part of the reason that the pirates are the way that they are is to provide you with, like, an easy early game enemy. But a pirate fleet that's like built up over time, it would make more sense for them to be a little more cautious. So I think something that would help the lore a lot is if there's like a little quest line that explores the culture of the pirates and how a lot of like the lower end thugs have a get rich or die trying kind of mentality, and that explains why they are the way that they are. But then larger fleets could adopt a more, like larger, more established fleets. These aren't people who are desperate, these are people who've made piracy a lifestyle. So they're probably going to be a little more conservative with their fleets. They're going to be a little more cautious. Still aggressive, but like Doctrine 3 instead of Doctrine 4 kind of deal. So there's like a distinction between the low-level thugs and the low-level pirates versus the higher-level ones who are like career pirates. I guess now's a good time to grab cybernetic augmentation. I've got a decent chunk of combat skills. And while I'm at it, I might want to reassign a few of these. Honestly, impact mitigation is pretty good. Minus 50% engine damage is really useful so that you don't have your engines flamed out and and die. And 50% maneuverability is really good. On the Odyssey, I'd take the impact mitigation over field modulation. And then I guess I'll grab target analysis followed by systems expertise. That looks good. And then for my last few skills, probably officer management and then best of the best. And that'll be that. Nice. Yeah, I've already surveyed these. So now I want to get to this research station, which is going to be relatively close to a gate, yeah. So this gate. Just going to head way back up here. It's been a while since I've seen a Mafia meme, but that is appropriate. There should be a difference between a level 1 thug, the attitude of a level 1 thug, versus the attitude of a level 100 Mafia boss. Void creatures in my neighborhood? I don't think so. It's going to be close to this one. So you can take that off. We can grab this before it runs out. Actually, I wonder. Yeah, I think I've been here. I should have found any research station that would have been there. Megaport finished. Lovely. I could start another industry. Let's start a light industry. That seems good. Look at that. We're actually making cash, and we haven't even finished the light industry yet. And I'm pretty sure I have a biofactory embryo, so that's going to get even better. And then I can activate... Once this upgrades, I can start taking the stability hit to activate Freeport and profit from the black market. Yes, that's correct. I avoided the industry perks early on to make the game more difficult. And it did make the game more difficult. Huh, I guess I already know all of the Zontac blueprints. That's interesting. I'm just going to ignore you. Little guy, little insect. Surface battle, the cluster. Hiver Vic... No, that's... The hegemony took back a world from the Hivers. Nice. Yeah, there's not a second research station. That would be too good. Okay. Let's take this gate. And go home. I did do the mission, yeah? Yeah, just barely. Barely have enough cash. Yeah, I don't think I need this. I think that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, I've got the mantle boar. Soon enough. I've got pretty much every item I need. I've got the Hypershunt tap. So all I'm missing would be a pristine nanoforge and the cryarithmetic engine. Those are the two that I'm missing. Nanoforge and cryarithmetic engine. Other than that, I've got all the items I need for this colony. Although I'm pretty sure it's not... Let's see. Have I found the... Where are they? I'm going to click through these to find the Tesseracts. There we go. Yeah, so one of them is way over here, and the other one is here, which is close enough to this one. I don't know if this one's in range. Wait. Is that only 11 light years away? Really? Oh yeah, I guess we are on a small map. So that distance isn't as far. So yeah, that looks like it's in range. So I can actually use the Hypershunt tap. Which means that I will be able to upgrade this to get that 5th industry slot. So it's going to go mining, refining. Oh, you know what it doesn't have, though, is it doesn't have any natural volatiles. So the fuel production is going to have to import the volatiles. If this also had volatiles, it would be perfect. But alas, it is not meant to be. Alright, now let's see if I can outfit that meme ship and actually make it work. Alright, and I guess I should leave behind a Hypershunt tap here. Oh, wait, was there a prisoner? Hold on. For a second I thought I saw a prisoner that I dropped off, which I would not want to do. But I guess I'm just imagining things. Light industry item. There we go. Now, this is going to be good. Oh, it also looks like... Is there no ground defenses? There isn't. That's another way. Like, it's only 150,000 credits to get +1 stability. That's pretty good. That'll help compensate for the free port. Yeah, I think I can make this work. I think this is going to be good. Although, putting in a 3rd colony item, I'm almost certainly going to attract Ludic Path attention now. At the very least, they're both profitable, and they're not costing me money, so that's a good start. Alright, let's see if I can make this thing work instead of being annoying. It does look like I'm stuck with the super heavy needler instead of the storm needler. It's... I mean, what's the difference between them now? Because this was originally the magazine-based needler that they added in Iron Shell. But now that the vanilla storm needler does the same thing, they... What's the difference? I guess the difference is this one looks uglier. Let's see. I don't have a Cyclone, but I do have a Hammer Barrage. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Flux per damage. Oh yeah, it's a little more flux efficient. I think it's got... I have no idea. In fact, actually, this one's got higher hit strength than a regular needler. 65 instead of 50. Alright, let's see if it still does the thing. Yeah, it still does the thing. Okay. What if I take off the officer? Yeah, it still does the thing. It's just bugged. If we look at the Hammer Barrage, it's only got 12. instead of 20. Yeah, it's just bugged, so it always triggers. Either that or they're trying to make it trigger on purpose. I doubt it, but yeah, it looks like that is always going to trigger no matter what. Sucks. But it is what it is. Where's safety overrides? I might want this. Let's throw that in there. And grab heavy armor. Armored weapon mounts. Alright. Gonna have to make you more aggressive, Robert. But you should be able to handle... Well, maybe not that one. That's more of a... Let's see. What would be a good test? I guess the Conquest. Just full assault this. See how it goes. It's got hammers, it's got reapers, it's got thumpers. What more could you possibly need? Yeah, seems fair to me. Been up for 20 hours. Wished I could watch the live stream maybe next time. Yeah, 20 hours is a long time. Get yourself some sleep. Yeah, fair and balanced. This is exactly Star Sector as Ludd intended. The Persian League won't know what hit them. See. Yeah, I guess retraining this is going to be good. Because it doesn't need... Oh, no, I don't retrain. I have to make skill elite first, right? Because now I've got cybernetics. I forgot. But retraining out of this into something else is going to be good. Because it doesn't need that extra projectile speed. So I might want to go with impact mitigation and damage control as the skills. And then I can make him more aggressive. Seems good to me. In fact, if I get officer training, although I think I'm going to go with officer management, so I guess this is the 5 skills he's going to be stuck with. Didn't you rate the Thumper super low? I rated it C. So it's not... Like, it has niches where it's pretty good. It's just not a generic weapon that I would throw on anything. But in this case, where the ship is, like, the 700 range isn't an issue when it's already trying to close the distance. I'm already throwing on magazines for the Storm Needler. And I've already got lots of high explosive damage with all these missiles. So having something that can burn, that can do fragmentation damage with some really good flux efficiency is actually pretty decent. Like, this is one of those situations where I think it's pretty good. Trying installing a Tugarin. A what now? Is that like a mod missile? You skipped it. Which... Oh, this thing. This... Yeah, it's not a missile. So I guess it would stop the debuff. I could have a look. 950 range seems like a bit of a waste on a ship with safety override. Seems like a bit of a wasted range, but at the same time, I've got plenty of flux for that dissipation, so I guess it's fine. It also looks kind of cool, the way that it melds into the hull. That does look pretty cool. Alright, let's see how it does. Let's see what it feels like. Do the vibes vibe correctly? Ah, it's got a slow projectile. That's interesting. It's very interesting. It's not gonna run into ammo issues the way that a hammer barrage would. I mean, that's kind of cool. I liked it, but Hammerage being cheaper, I think I'm going to run that. Especially because I've already got missile specialization anyways, so even with it bugging out and applying the debuff, it still does have more ammo than the baseline. I guess I could drop expanded missile racks for more ordnance points. Oh, that's true, you also lose max performance, but safety overrides. See, peak performance 178. Let's look at this. Peak performance 178. So yeah, it is already factoring that in by the looks of it. Right, because the thing is, with safety overrides, the whole point is that you stack hardened subsystems. You know what? Hardened subsystems, I don't have that yet. And he also doesn't have combat endurance. The whole point is you're supposed to reduce CR degradation after peak performance runs out. Because safety overrides has no effect on that. It just affects the peak performance. Now that I think about it, I don't have any of that. That would certainly make things a little sketchier. Yeah, because it's applying the debuff to the missile count. But it seems like the peak performance is fine. I don't think safety overrides is causing the bug. Yeah, even if I take it off, it still happens. Oh well. I mean, it's annoying that it's hurting my missile capacity by 40%, but it's only affecting the hammer barrage. It's not affecting the small reapers. And for 16 ordnance points, I think it's still worth it. Kill stuff real fast. I guess I'll leave that as it is for the moment. Oh, you leveled up. What do you want? You can get systems expertise. Congratulations. You've got the perfect skill set for your piloting. You're in an Omen with... This is the... You might not like it, but this is what a peak performance Omen looks like. This is as good as it gets. I'm not going to spend a story point on that. It's too soon. See, might as well restore it. 34,000. Is that true? Do I want to restore it? I guess so. It's not that expensive. Alright, I am going to need more fuel, though. Oh boy, that's going to eat up all of my money when the month ends. In like 4 days. So I'm going to be in debt. That's really cool. Let's solve that by doing some bounties. Let's do a little killing. That always solves my financial troubles. No, I'm not playing with adjusted sector. I just have the default sector generation that's set to small. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to head over to Aztalan. See if I can pick up some bounties like this. Oh, this one's... There we go. Now we've got triple capital, of course. Seems like it might be a bit much. But we're going to try it anyways. Orange primary star, that's only one. Irradiated world, let's go. Now this is a... Yeah, See, when you're at like low 200,000s, then you end up with only one capital, and then the frigate, and then the cruisers actually run out. But as soon as you get up to, when you get up to like 300,000, then it's like stacking up multiple capitals, and the increase in profit margin is not that much higher. Look at those ships. Yeah, their fleet weights are definitely calibrated for older versions of the game, so they completely outcompete everything else. Alright, let's see how this performs in live combat. It's only one planet. I guess I might sweep the asteroid field to see if I can find something cool. Alright, sure, kill the bugs. You do that. I'll just wait for you to finish. Don't mind me just tapping on my data pad. Don't mind the saving, that doesn't mean anything. 145%, yeah, there's a lot of capitals in that fleet. Let's see how it goes. We should be fine. Surely nothing will go wrong. Would you say that there are mods that are must install? For me personally, not really. Some people think things like flux reticle are pretty mandatory, but I myself have no problem. I guess the closest thing to mandatory would be you can see that little reticle there that shows your ship's direction of travel. That's the closest thing I can think to mandatory, because just being like I feel like that should just be vanilla, if you ask me. It's non-intrusive, and sometimes it's not obvious what direction you're traveling. And yeah, look, you can see the hegemony fleet's kind of slow, so we've captured all of the points on this side of the map already. They seem to have a lot of midline ships in their fleet, though. I guess Eagles are pretty standard hegemony, but don't they usually have more like Hounds and Lashers? Why do they have so many Centurions? Like, yeah, look, there's one Lasher, there's no Hounds. It's all Centurions. That's pretty unusual. Hey, look at that. He's doing his job. He's probably gonna die, but it's gonna be a pretty glorious death. Yeah, it looks like we've got them caught in a pretty concave formation. I think what I really should be doing is heading over to the back line and hitting those carriers myself. Yeah, hull is basically gone. I think I'm going to have you retreat now. I don't want to pay for your restoration already. And I'm not running... Like, that ship would be pretty good for derelict operations. Or just a regular old SO fleet, even without derelict operations. But it's definitely missing a few things it needs to really pop off. There, we'll get back up here. Looks like some reinforcements are coming. And that's definitely not a hegemony ship. What are you deserters getting up to? Yeah, that retreated, so we don't have to worry about it dying. That's cool. Honestly, I think you can retreat at this point. Let's get aggressive there. You guys killed all this stuff. Good job. Manticore is doing its job. It's another carrier down. It's a classic case of low-tech having a skill issue. What the heck is... That's some iron shell nonsense. I don't know what that is. I mean, if we can ignore these and come up... If we can all get up over here and attack like this... They're kind of vulnerable in their positioning right now. Yeah, there we go. Oh god. Frame rate. Let's just kill it. Maybe that'll fix the frame rate. Breach missiles? I don't think so. You two can stay on the offensive here. How about you guys kill that and get it off our backs? You're doing a good job stalling. You two are killing that. This thing is distracted. Excellent. I mean, we're really close to killing this thing. You can see the classic battle cruiser strategy of back up behind friendly ships you can vent. Oh crap, that was not... that was ill-considered. Can I dodge this? Nope. Oh god, this is the worst positioning ever. Well, that's going to be expensive to restore. But I guess I don't need to immediately. You can see I committed to that for a little too long. I should have backed out sooner. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Alright, let's see. That onslaught should be retreating now. Let's get you guys out of the way. In fact, kill this thing, please. You are getting screwed over. At the same time, doesn't really matter, I guess. Honestly, I think that this is winnable, but I might have shot myself in the foot too soon. Now all the Moras are coming out. Yeah, I think I'm going to retry that one. Don't want to get caught in the middle like that. I should have, like... Oh god, really? We're doing this? Is it that bad? Alright. Come on now. Let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable with our load times. Rest in peace. God damn. Oh, for the love of... Come on. Task manager. Why is it still running? Oh, of course, it has to finish loading before Task Manager can kill it, naturally. That makes perfect sense. So the game's loading time get 10 times longer the second make a colony. Maybe, I haven't really thought about that. Yeah, I am using the Java update that Mikohime made. I am using that. Normally the save file doesn't take that long to load. It's just, once you've been playing for a few hours, it starts doing that. Got all these mods. Can barely hold them. Can someone please help me carry all of these mods? I am but a poor starfarer. My arms are not big enough to carry all of them. This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Alright, so if I continue, that should be fine. Yeah, it's going to load a lot faster. Look at that. Yeah, this looks doable. Although this being a total meme is probably not helping. All things considered. We're going to do it anyways. Hey, you want a tactical fleet that makes sense? Forget about it. I'm just going to have you escort somebody. Actually, escort that instead. There we go. You can escort that as well. Probably should have done that earlier. Alright, let's lock in and actually get this done. An Odyssey is all you need. Well, it sure did not fix the frame rate, even if it did fix the loading time. And unfortunately, it's not that cold today, so I can't turn things up too much. Hey, look at that, doing your job. Wait, can I cancel that? No, it's already used up the point. Probably avoid. Don't really need to avoid the Legion, though. Unfortunately, this fleet is really big, so they are getting reinforcements even as we kill their ships. There we go. That's a lot of pylons. Good heavens. Those condors are putting in some, I've got the Onslaught's attention, which could make things a little difficult, but at least it's not shooting at anybody else. And that... Oh, of course, you know... I do believe the Hegemony has longbows. It's like the one high-tech fighter they get. I believe that is lore accurate. Did you guys really chase it all the way out there and you still have... Alright. Sure. So we can drop that, have you kill that. Yeah, I think this... I like this positioning a lot more. The Onslaught's kind of not... It's not really able to do anything with all of its allies in the way. Take some distance. Yeah, here comes a stream of reinforcements. Okay, are you guys bugging out? Like, or is it just running away at top speed? You know, whatever. It's not important. Stop chasing it. It's gonna leave on its own. Okay, what can I pick off? Oh, there's another condor spawning in, so if I can get back around to the other side, that's something I could grab. This eagle is pushing pretty far forward. Although it is supported, so I'm not really going to catch that. What can I do with you? Actually, if you can kill that, then that would work out fine. Actually, having this thing come over here and catch the carriers as they spawn in is pretty perfect. A ramming maneuver is the best way to deal with carriers. That's a fact. I would like to kill all of you, but this position is really awkward. Let's take a little distance here. Yeah, you can feel free to go ram into that. That's perfect. Actually, go kill that, go kill that. You guys can all kill that. Yeah, I'll throw you in, why not? These guys are going to do just fine against this cluster. We're all... The onslaught's not even in view anymore. Oh, this is a bit annoying, is if it's targeted onto this ship, then every time it uses its system, it's going to go driving over here, even if you tell it to kill this one instead. But it looks like it's targeted correctly now. I mean, it's kind of awkward leaving myself just drifting while this happens, but I want to see it. Bro, you missed. Come on. There you go, ramming maneuver. I guess it's already out of hammers, huh? It looks like the onslaught's also heading upwards towards everybody. This thing is still holding on. Yeah, it's enough spectating. I've actually got to do something. That's enough of you. You're gone. The Legion is still over here. So it looks like they took care of that. This guy took a lot of damage in the process. That guy. Okay, let's take some distance. Alright, let's have both of you kill this thing. I mean, you guys are taking your time, but it's not like any help is coming to save it, so that's fine. You can retreat, and I guess it's just going to chase after you. So that's fine. And now I need you guys to actually close the distance in the middle. Although, it would be nice to take that nav buoy. Not so much because we need it, but to deprive the enemy of the speed boost. Oh, what are you going to do, Onslaught? Yeah, you can't shoot me when your own friendmate is in the way. That's a skill issue, I guess. Oh, here comes another Onslaught. Well, bad timing. Let's avoid that. Still got plenty of cruisers to deal with. I mean, I guess... Fine, just fucking do whatever. Kill. That's a lot of Reapers. Beautiful. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you guys do have enough range that you can pretty safely shoot at that. Although this thing is taking some damage. I guess I don't really mind. You can help me here. You can come down this way. Remove that. Gotta be careful, I'm down to one command point. Have all of you gang up on that thing. Okay, I've changed your orders to come forward. I guess the steady officer still just wants to back up. His flux is that high. Alright, well, let's get out of here. It's a bit much. Yeah, we can cancel. Yeah, we're canceling that. You just need to keep backing up. Should be able to catch this guy. See how you're doing. I mean, you've got this thing. Wow. Omen supremacy. Omen supremacy. You saw it here first, folks. You strip away all the escorts, and what's the Onslaught gonna do? Nothing. Report dangers and malfunctions. Ah. So I guess you can start retreating. You are not where I want you to be. Why are you venting? It's about to explode. You fool. That's not my fault. That's your fault. Yeah, and the Indomitable got itself blown up, of course. As expected. I think I'm out of Locust too, because there's been a lot of fighters to shoot at. Alright, that's down. Excellent. So we've still got 2 Onslaughts. I guess the Eagle's gonna die too. I mean, this is the difference. 230,000? Easy. No problem. Kill everything. 300,000? Oh, I'm sorry, you wanted 70,000 extra credits? It's gonna be a way more difficult, buddy. That's a shame. That's not a mod issue, that's a vanilla issue. Okay, so that's another more off the field. Now I've got to go deal with whatever this thing is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mule's going to try and retreat, and I don't know if it's going to make it. And it looks like it's destroyer-sized. You guys should be fine. It's a lot of broadswords, eh? I think they're in trouble, guys. Oh, come on. The debris is getting in the way. Seriously? I want to kill this thing. We are really running on fumes here. If you guys can actually get up this way, then maybe you can live. Are you running? Yeah, it looks like his CR is running out. The Legion has been around for so long, it's actually burning through CR. It's probably out of missiles. Probably. I don't really want to test that. You guys can gang up on that. Okay, so really we've just got to all group around these onslaughts. They've got no escorts, they've just got each other. Okay. I mean, you've already got 5D mods, it's not like it's going to make a difference. So we've got Manticore, Eradicator, we've got a couple of, and the best frigates, the Omen and this thing, the Cobalt. And then I've got my flagship, which is also running out of peak performance time at this point. This has been a long one. Man, some Xiphos would be really nice. Okay. If you guys are retreating, then you shouldn't be trying to drive straight through the enemies. Alright? Let's think this through a little bit. Now you can retreat. Let's see. Yeah, this guy's got damage control, but he doesn't look like he has any resistance to... Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got impact mitigation, so he's kind of screwed. I mean, look at that. Everything is shut off. Its flux is maxed out. Ooh. Let's not overload again. That would be bad. I'm going to block that. Oh, please don't die. This late. At this point in the battle. Come on, Cobalt. You got this. I believe in you. Excellent. Okay, now we can really get behind these things. Oh boy. Alright, I think you can get out of here now. Wow. What a pain. We did it. running out. Eradicator. The Eradicator's running out before the Cobalt. That's funny. Oh god, I can feel the CR on my flagship dropping. Speed lowering. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Put him out of his misery, boys. Oh god, look at you. Wow. And look who made it to the end. The Manticore. Basically untouched. Canister flak keeps it safe from fighters. Range keeps it safe from enemy ships. It's just good. Oh, man. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh. Alright. Oh, it looks like there's a 14 variant of the... Well, I don't think I need that. But that's cool. You know, all their ships... It could grab this, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm just going to recover my ships. They've got a few extra demods, a few extra bumps and bruises here and there, but they'll be alright. That... Did that immediately go towards paying my debt? I guess so. That's got to be why. Over cargo capacity again. Oh, it didn't go towards paying my debt because the actual... I didn't actually finish the bounty. Are you serious? It was the Legion. Oh my god. Wow. I think I can do this without doing emergency repairs. Can I? Because really the only things I can safely deploy are myself and the Manticore. The Legion is pretty banged up. And they've only got a few escorts. I could... Yeah, it's fine. The repairs will affect the Indomitable and the Eradicator. So it would, if I do emergency repairs, it'll fix these two. I guess I could throw the Eradicator at them. Yeah. Still malfunctions, but let's do it. Yeah. I know. We're going to start by avoiding this and just killing the escorts. Having a reloaded Locust is going to make these fighters a lot easier to deal with. Even though my armor's all missing. Okay, we can remove that. Never mind. There we go. Alright, now we can claim our cash prize. Finally, money. Oh, There we go. 300,000 doubloons. I could even recover the Legion if I wanted it. Which I don't. Whew. And since they killed some void creatures, I can harvest some of this chitin from their battle. That's pretty neat. Chitin's worth a lot. Alright. That was pretty rough. That was quite the slogfest, yeah. Crew under strength everywhere. I think after this we're going to go home. And in fact, I think I'm going to call it here. That was a long one, and I think I am ready to take a break. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you had a good time. Finally, sleep. Yeah, well fought. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you next week. Have a good night, everybody.